What's up, guys? I'm JJ,
I'm Angel.
and this is PM Football. We made award predictions at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Some of them you could say we got right. Some of them you can say we got very, very wrong, and you're going to see, if you didn't see the video, we're going to go over it. Don't worry. We're going to go over who we picked.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of these are very wrong.
Yeah, like you said, we chose these before the season started on who we thought like MVP was going to be, Rookie of the Years, Coach of the Years, things like that. So we're just going to go over what they were. If we want to keep them, keep them. If not, who we think those awards should go to now that we are halfway through the NFL season.
Spoiler alert, I'm keeping one.
I'm keeping one as well. So we'll see.
So we were very wrong, but we're going to start off with MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your beginning of the year pick?
This is so bad, bro. I want to ask you.
I remember.
Before the season started, I made a wild splash and I said the MVP of the NFL this year was going to be Christian McCaffrey. It's just about Tre'Davious White.
Oh, okay.
If you see me looking down at my phone, it's because the trade deadline ends very shortly.
36 minutes.
Yeah, it ends very shortly. So if you see me looking at my phone, we're just making sure we keep up to date with everything. Yeah, before the season started, I had Christian McCaffrey winning the MVP. Clearly,
MVP? He's winning the MVP?
Yeah, the MVP.
MVP, the Nickelodeon MVP?
MVP. I said MVP.
I know. Is he going to win the MVP, though?
Dude, I mean, to be fair, I didn't realize both his knees were shot up.
It was Achilles. He's Achilles tendonitis in both.
Either way, they kept it a secret from us until like the
literally
day
30
of the
minutes
game.
Before the game started.
That's what I'm saying. So don't blame me for this. This wasn't 100% my fault. However, obviously, I'm changing it. And I think the clear MVP so far. Well, I first want to say, though, I was really close to choosing Jaden Daniels. I really wanted to. However, last year when people were talking about CJ Stroud being the MVP, I was very strict on saying no because I don't think a rookie should get it. I want to be fair. I feel like I'm a very fair person.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give Jaden the MVP, but I'm going to give it to Lamar Jackson. I feel like he has been the clear MVP so far. So to me, halfway through the season, Lamar Jackson is the MVP.
Yep, you're dead on. Beginning of the season. No, you're wrong.
Am I right or wrong?
You're wrong. I was trying to think of a way to like make it sound like I was agreeing with you, but I totally disagree with you. The clear MVP and my pick at the beginning of the season, and I'm sticking with it, is Josh Allen. What did we talk about at the beginning of the year when I made this pick of Josh Allen? If the Bills are still the same Bills that they were without all the weapons that they had, right? Was he not MVP? You said yes. I remember you saying yes. What have they done? The Bills are 7-2.
You know good and well he's not going to win it.
Josh Allen is going to win MVP. They're going to beat the Chiefs next week. They're going to beat the Chiefs. They have a gauntlet of a schedule coming up. They have the Chiefs. They have the Lions. They have the Rams. They have the Niners.
How much of those games do you think they're
winning? All of them.
Okay, I need to remind you of something. Like week 3 or week 4.
I know. I didn't say it was Josh
Allen. Hold on. Week 3 or week 4, you went on like a 10 or 15-minute rant on how you and all other Buffalo fans fall for it every single year.
Yep.
And you told me to make sure that you don't fall for it again.
Mm-hmm.
Do not fall for it.
He's winning MVP.
No, do not fall. He's not going to win MVP. Yes, this is what's going to happen. I have been extremely accurate so far this year. If you want any proof, watch our former videos. I've been pretty accurate on a lot of things. You have been pretty good. This is what's going to happen. Buffalo fans, I'm telling you exactly how this is going to go. You guys are still going to win the division because that division is god-awful. That's a horrible division. You guys are going to lose.
But the Dolphins were going to win the division.
One thing I was wrong about. Oh, well.
Pretty big one.
You guys are going to lose a couple of games. I don't know which ones. Maybe to the Chiefs, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like you guys have an honest shot at the Chiefs. But either way, you lose 2 or 3 games in the regular season from here on out. You're going to go into the playoffs feeling kind of nervous, but pretty good. Maybe win a playoff game. You're not winning. You're not winning 2 playoff games. You guys will not win 2 playoff games. Just accept it now, so you're not heartbroken down the line.
No, because we're winning the Super Bowl.
I tried helping him. You guys saw I tried helping him.
I went on that tangent at the beginning of the year because of Sean McDermott. Nothing to do with Josh Allen.
Is he still the coach?
Nothing to do
is he still the coach?
Has nothing to do with Josh Allen.
You're right. I am getting a little taken away. We're talking about MVPs.
Josh Allen is the MVP. If you were to take Josh Allen off of the Buffalo Bills, they might be the worst team in the league.
I won't go that far.
If Mitch Trubisky was our starting quarterback.
Okay, Mitchell Trubisky is...
Well, I mean, that's our only proof of having to go with because he's the backup.
I guess.
Mitch Trubisky's the starting quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. They might have one win.
I mean...
He is the most valuable player to their team.
To their team, not to the league.
To the team. Well, how... He doesn't play for a different team, so how are we going to measure that?
Lamar... Look,
they won games with Tyler Huntley.
It's a politics game. It's a politics game. It's all about the image to the public and stuff like that.
Did the Ravens not
Would you agree that the MVP part of it is
Josh Allen's in a Pepsi
commercial? He has no aura at all.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen has like no aura. None.
That's the craziest thing you've ever said.
I promise you, only Buffalo Bills fans think no one in the league thinks Josh Allen has aura other than Buffalo fans.
Wrong.
I swear to you.
You are so wrong.
Look, he's good. He's an amazing quarterback. No aura. I'm not. If I saw Josh,
who won the award for the best trash talker in the league?
I don't care.
Why does he not have aura? How does he not have aura?
How does he?
He won the award for the best trash talker.
What does that have to do with anything?
You have to have aura to be the best
player
voted best trash talker.
No,
how do you not have aura?
He doesn't. I hate to break it to you.
He wears an arm sleeve.
He
wears the shooter sleeve.
If you are not a Buffalo Bills fan, please comment with your honest opinion.
Does Josh Allen have aura?
Josh Allen has aura or not? I'm saying no.
And tell me how wrong he is right now. Josh Allen. Josh Allen illuminates aura.
Don't be one of those like. You're really a Buffalo fan. You're like, hey, Ravens fan here. He definitely has aura. Like, no. Be honest. If you're truly not a Buffalo fan, comment. If you are a Buffalo fan, don't comment because we already know you're going to say yes. And if you are not...
I can't believe you right now.
If you're not a Buffalo fan and you do think he does aura, let me know that I'm wrong.
Why? Wait, I want to know why. Why doesn't he have aura?
That's not something you could really explain. It's just something that reminisces off of him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have
it. He does.
No, he doesn't.
It flies off of him. It shines off of him.
If he had a ring or a Super Bowl appearance, I'd probably
say Lamar? Yes.
Oh, Lamar has aura.
He has a ring?
No, but it's different.
No,
he has the swagger.
Why?
Josh Allen doesn't have swagger.
Josh Allen
has some of the
best highlights ever.
I'm not disagreeing as a player.
So how does he not?
He doesn't. He does.
Is it because he's white?
No, it's not. I promise it's not. Look, he doesn't. He just doesn't. I don't know how
he does.
He doesn't. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. He just doesn't.
You're so wrong. He's winning MVP too. I don't care what you say.
That's fine. We can agree to disagree.
Offensive Player of the Year. I didn't hate my pick. I picked Bijan Robinson at the beginning of the year. It was kind of an outlandish pick. Yeah. I just thought he'd have a better year right now. I thought he'd be having a better season than he is right now.
Yeah.
He's not. My clear and obvious Offensive Player of the Year is Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is just an absolute unit and is having an insane season. He's got 1,000 rushing yards through 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty obvious to me that Derrick Henry's the Offensive Player of the Year right now.
Yeah, so for my preseason Offensive Player of the Year prediction, I kind of based it off of who my MVP was. I thought since the MVP was a non-quarterback that maybe they give the Offensive Player of the Year to a quarterback, so I chose Patrick Mahomes, and if that didn't work out, I said Tyreek Hill. I kind of cheated there. Either way, I'm not sticking with either of them, and I'm going to agree with you completely. Derrick Henry is Offensive Player of the Year. Like you said, he's just so dominant. I think he's
averaging like 130 rushing.
Yeah, no, he's playing out of his mind. It's been a career year for him. Great for him. I have him as Offensive Player of the Year.
Yep. All right. Well, I honestly didn't expect to agree on that one, but that's cool. Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year. I'll let you go first because mine was really, really bad.
I had Myles Garrett as my defensive player of the year. Maybe if the Browns were better as a team, maybe he'd still be the number one guy for me. Right now, he's not. I'm going with Dexter Lawrence. As much as I hate to say it, I really do think Dexter Lawrence is the best defender in the league right now. He's leading the league in sacks right now. I think he is the defensive version of Derrick Henry, where he's just so dominant. There's not really many things you can do to stop him. I know he had 0 sacks against Washington, maybe not a good example, but he has been playing extremely well this year. It's been a career year for him.
Yep. And I mean, before I say who my old player was that I had picked, I'm going to say who my new one is. Okay. I'm picking TJ Watt. For the same reasons that you said about Dexter Lawrence.
He was my second
I personally believe TJ Watt is the most dominant defensive player in the league right now.
He's really good.
Can't stop him. Mm-hmm. You can try whatever you want to do to stop him. You could chop block him and throw him onto the ground, but while he's falling to the ground, he might one-hand intercept that pass.
Yeah.
Like, he's just the most freakish defensive player in the league right now for me. Forces fumbles, gets sacks, catches picks.
Yeah.
What else can you ask from somebody?
No, he was a very close second for me, for sure.
Dexter Lawrence has had a breakout year. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. But I still think the most dominant defensive player in the league right now is TJ Watt.
I'm totally fine with that, for sure.
Now, my preseason pick was Josh Hines Allen.
I mean, I think he is kind of in the same boat with Myles Garrett, where maybe let me clarify. Well, you also didn't let me finish. As in, maybe if their overall team was better, then they'd have a better shot. Absolutely. But no, I should have clarified more. I obviously think Myles Garrett's a lot better. Like, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying anything other than that. I'm just saying maybe if the Jaguars and Browns were better, maybe they would both have a lot better chance at winning this.
And so my whole thing with this was I thought the Jaguars were going to be a very good team this year. I was very wrong.
Yeah.
Very, very wrong. Trevor Lawrence has looked really, really bad. Their team has just looked really, really bad. The coaching's looked really, really bad.
It's just overall a mess.
It's a mess. Yeah. I just had higher expectations for them, and I thought Josh Hines Allen was going to have a breakout year. New name, new him. It is a new him. They aren't that good.
They're not. And I don't know. And, I remember when you said it in the beginning of the year, I didn't even necessarily disagree with it. I thought it was a very interesting approach. I could see a path where that could happen.
I just thought he was going to have a breakout year.
No, I completely agree. I know. And I wouldn't even say breakout year. How many sacks did he have last year? 18?
Yeah. He was
That's
really
what I'm
good
saying.
Player.
That's what
I just thought he'd be able to continue that up and maybe even go higher than what he did last year.
No, I wasn't even mad about that. But,
I mean, boy, was I wrong.
Stuff happens.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'll let you go first because mine...
Yours is awful. Yours was god-awful.
You can call it that.
But I called it. I've been talking the talk since the beginning. I said Jaden Daniels would be Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You were on Jaden early.
I did not think that he would be this good. I thought...
You almost picked him for the MVP.
Dude, if you're telling me he doesn't at least deserve to be in the conversation for it, I don't know what you're watching. He absolutely deserves to at least, even if you don't have him winning it, he absolutely deserves at least to be in the conversation of MVP. But he is the clear Offensive Rookie of the Year. This might be the best rookie year in the history of ever. And it's kind of scaring me And it's kind of scaring me for the future, if I'm being honest with you. But that's
why? Because you've seen this story before?
I've seen it before. I still have Dan Snyder PTSD.
You have DTSD.
I'm stuttering. That's how scared I am. Yeah,
Dan Snyder.
Yeah, so
you say his name 3 times and he appears.
Please don't say
Dan
his name.
Snyder.
No.
Dan
don't
Snyder.
Do it. Thank you. I thought you were gonna say it. All right.
Dan Snyder.
I was about to say something. It would not be good.
But good.
Yeah. I'll keep my mouth shut. Jaden Daniels, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm keeping that. Now,
the Commanders have just announced Jaden Daniels toward.
I just touched the mic. It's gonna sound awful. I'm sorry.
I told you say his name 3 times. The trade with Marshawn Lattimore has been declined.
I would cry. What a great day. We'll talk about that in the upcoming video, but yeah, very good day for Washington. Who do you have as your offensive rookie of the year, and who did you have prior?
My offensive rookie of the year was Michael Penix, and I'm not gonna take the time to explain my whole reasoning.
No, you have to explain it.
I thought Kirk Cousins would have a couple good games at the beginning of the year, struggle for a little while, pull them. Michael Penix goes in because I thought the Falcons had a pretty solid roster. I just didn't think Kirk Cousins would be the quarterback to be the quarterback that brings them to the next level of being a good team.
Michael Penix Jr.
I have Michael Penix winning it, and it was a crazy take. I wanted to see if something would happen, and if that were to happen, I would look like the smartest person in the entire
I will give
world.
you credit that if it happened, then absolutely, but
It didn't.
He doesn't even have a single pass attempt.
Nope. And that's why.
And I know I shouldn't be talking because I had Christian McCaffrey MVP, and he hasn't played a single snap.
Yeah, you had him winning MVP.
Look, there was good logic behind mine. Sure. Yours had no logic. Sure.
It did.
No, it did not.
That made more sense.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
Even all right, look.
Then Christian McCaffrey win an MVP.
No. I'm gonna tell
you
why. Because
Christian McCaffrey would never win it.
Look, because even if Michael Penix did play, he was never gonna outbeat Jaden or Caleb. At least in year one.
With the knowledge we know now, sure. We didn't know that at the beginning of the year.
Yes, in the beginning of the year. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Even if Michael Penix would have played.
Penix was going to take them to the playoffs, and there was a whole story behind it. That was what the whole thing was.
A very made-up, fictional story, yes.
Yep. And it's Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is the correct answer and the only answer right now. Like, that's all there is to say about that.
I agree.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Mine isn't looking too good right now. I had Terrion Arnold winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. I felt pretty good about that pick making it in the preseason. I had really high expectations for him. He has not really been panning out so good. So
leads the league in holding calls.
Yeah. Not looking good so far. So I'm going to go with Jared Verse. I feel like he is by far the best defensive rookie so far. So I'm going to go with Jared Verse.
I had Junior Colson winning it. I thought that they would be a little bit. He actually hasn't even played.
I would say, honestly, I didn't even hate that pick.
I didn't either. I thought he had a pretty good shot of getting a bunch of tackles this year. He hasn't been playing that much though, and they're still competing. They're a good team, but he just hasn't been the player that I thought he'd be. And like you said, I think Jared Verse is the obvious defensive rookie of the year right now. He pretty much almost won them that game against Seattle. Like, he's just been a dominant football player, and he was in college. I don't know why he fell as far as he did, to be honest, completely honest with you. I think he should have easily been the first edge rusher taken. But, yeah, he's just been the most dominant defensive rookie so far. So, for me, it's pretty easy to pick him.
Yeah, for sure.
Comeback player of the year. You guys might want to change the channel because we were very wrong.
We were okay, but to be fair, I feel like this is probably the hardest one to predict.
This is the hardest one to predict. Yeah. But let me say this before we say who it was. We're gonna give you. I'm gonna tell you who they are. Who are the two quarterbacks that have gotten benched so far this year?
Yeah,
we picked both of them.
Yeah, not our brightest moment. So as he told you, we chose two quarterbacks that got benched. I chose Bryce Young. Now look, I thought new head coach, new system. This coach, Dave Canales, was known to be like a quarterback whisperer. I was like, hey, maybe
he's a running back whisperer.
Apparently, but I thought, maybe he could change Bryce Young's ways just for him to get benched after 2 games. And yeah, that was pretty bad. But I have Kirk Cousins as my comeback player of the year. They are first in the division. He's looking pretty solid. Took him a couple games to shake off the rust, but he's looking pretty solid. I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins for comeback player of the year.
And obviously, if he picked Bryce Young, that means I picked Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
I mean, the stars were aligning for him to win it. Like, I'm just kidding. They never were.
No, you never liked him.
I never liked him. I don't know why I decided to pick him.
Just panicked.
I panicked, and I picked Anthony Richardson, and he's just terrible at the football.
And quits on his teammates.
And he's a quitter.
He quits.
I don't know why I ever thought that was a good pick. And I'm also picking Kirk Cousins. I think like you said, Kirk Cousins leading the Falcons to a conference. Where am I trying to say?
He's first in the division. Is what you're trying to say.
I'm not good at the English either.
No. Oh
God. Exactly. I can't speak English.
No, you
I said
cannot.
English.
You did. We're good.
Kirk Cousins is the comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
He's got the Falcons rolling right now.
Yeah, they're looking pretty solid for sure.
And then finally, Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year. I still like my pick. I feel like there's still possibly a path for this guy to win it. I chose DeMeco Ryans to win Coach of the Year, but
Without Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins, and they keep winning games.
That's what I'm saying. I think
there's
there's possibly a path, but as of now, I'm gonna change it. I'm changing it to my boy Dan Quinn. I did not think, and no one thought the Commanders would be 7-2 at the halfway point of this season.
And if they told you that, they're lying to you.
Yeah, no. If you would have told me that, I would have called you an idiot, straight up. Like, no. Why on earth would we be 7? Why on earth would we be 7-2?
You picked them to lose to the Giants in the week 2.
Absolutely, because like I'm just
You
so
almost did,
used.
to be fair.
I have been so used to one brand of football my entire life with this team, so that's what I was expecting. Dan Quinn, first year, completely changed everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's paid off so well. Dan Quinn is my Coach of the Year.
So, mine was not good.
I honestly don't even remember who your Coach of the Year was.
Oh, you will remember. Everything's going to shoot back right here once you hear me say it.
All right.
Mine was Dougie P.
God.
Again, like I said
It
earlier,
wasn't it?
I had very high expectations for the Jaguars this year, and he might be the next head coach fired.
Yeah.
I was very wrong about that. Doug Peterson has been one of the worst head coaches in the year in the league this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's really much to say other than I was very, very wrong. And I'm going to fix that by picking who you pick. I'm also taking Dan Quinn. You can't say he's not the coach of the year right now. The Washington Commanders are 7-2.
That's insane.
With a rookie quarterback and I would say solid roster.
I was about to say everyone made fun of Adam Peters for signing the guys he signed in free agency. Like, oh, they're too old, they're washed, whatever.
It's what we were talking about earlier.
Those
players bought in.
Are playing so like Dan Quinn has these guys playing with their hair on fire. It is so impressive to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. He's definitely Coach of the Year.
Dan Quinn, Coach of the Year.
Love you, Dan Quinn. Thank you for saving my life.
What trade just happened?
Nothing. It was
Davis
just it was just letting us know that
15 minutes.
Trade deadline's ending pretty soon.
All right. Well, hopefully by the time we film our next video, some more trades are going to happen. We're 15 minutes away from the trade deadline. So let's see if we can get these predictions right of these players that we made right now.
Yeah. Make sure you definitely watch our next video with our weekly game predictions, and I'm sure we will talk about the trade deadline, the things the moves that have happened, and everything else that comes along with it. So thank you for watching.
A lot of ridiculousness.
A lot. It's a good day to be a Commander. But thank you for watching. Hold up. Oh, NBA news. We're fine. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow us on TikTok at PM Football Podcast, as well as on Twitter at PM Football Podcast. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you watch us.
Be more active with us.
Yeah.
We
love the trash talkers.
We want a conversation.
We love the trash talkers, and like you said,
we want to talk ball.
And even if you're not a trash talker, we just love interacting.
And I know we don't talk about this much, but we've worked in football. Like, we used to work in football.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about. And if you guys have questions about like anything,
Literally
we might not be able to talk about some things, but we could talk about some stuff.
We definitely can't reveal a lot of secrets, but we could talk about a lot of things for sure.
We will answer questions. And if you want to get into it, how we can try to help you get into an avenue that can help you get to the spot you want to be in.
Absolutely. Like we said earlier in the year, we're not necessarily going to give you contact information of connections, but we could show you a path on how to get, if you're interested in a career in football, coaching wise, recruiting, scouting, whatever, we could tell you what you would need to do and what all that comes with in order to get there.
Yep. All right. That's all I wanted to say. That's
a very good reminder.
We haven't had very much interaction.
No, that's a very good reminder. Make sure you keep watching. Share the video.
Yeah.
We love.
Go watch this dude's TikToks. They're pretty funny.
They're decent. I'm still learning. We're both still learning.
Yeah.
We're new at this. We don't know what we're.
He
really
does
doing.
the TikToks. I do the YouTube. The YouTube, not great so far. I can't figure out how to edit.
We don't know.
And
We're
if-
not
Hold on,
technology
I'm
people.
gonna put this out there just in case we do have a fan somewhere watching this right now. If you know how to do editing,
like
graphics,
basic editing.
whatever,
Basic editing.
and will be willing to work for free, hit us up because we would love it.
This is such a long shot.
Long
But
shot,
I love the effort.
tossing it out there. And
I love the effort.
waiting for a
You
poll.
don't know until you ask, so I
Yeah.
love the effort.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
DM us on Twitter or TikTok.
Anything.
Yeah.
DM us.
My
anywhere.
phone number is. I'm just kidding. I'm not
No,
that dumb.
Don't do that. No. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
See ya.